Yeah. They ain't believe me when I told them crypto was the future. Now they trying to get in, but it's too late. We've been stacking marbles since day one. No banks, no middlemen, just power moves. Let's get it. Yeah.
Welcome everybody. You see me, you saw my face coming up on the screen. What's going on? Welcome back to the show as always. We are actually a minute early this evening, so you can take that off the end of the show when we finish a little bit earlier. But anyway, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. Good day with actually a pretty interesting interview. We need to, someone set an alarm clock. 30 minutes, we've got Trump doing some sort of announcement, so we need to make sure we're dialed in for that because it could be anything from a nuclear war to, buying Bitcoin. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to take a look at. Altcoins having a decent run today. Lots of good news, I think is fair to say. And if you didn't catch my update videos earlier on today, then you missed out. And I would highly recommend you go and watch those because they were definitely worthwhile, especially, by the way, the Nancy Pelosi one. All right, let me know what you think of the Nancy Pelosi one because it's pretty wild. I mean, the numbers are ridiculous. $174,000 a year makes a massive fortune of $427 million. Someone tell me that's not insider trading when it is. Anyway, not for tonight. We're going to get into quite a bit tonight, as you would expect. We've got a lot about SPI holdings and how that is, more importantly, going to push the price of Bitcoin XRP up, as well as taking a look at some very interesting charts, by the way. Certainly some that are going to signify a very interesting move that I think is happening, as well as taking a look at the gaming sector and those ETFs that we've talked about for a while. So there's definitely quite a bit to get into. As always, come in, grab your seats. Don't fight over it. There's plenty of room for everybody, but hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then I highly recommend you doing so. We're here 6 days a week, breaking the markets down, letting you know what's going on, keeping you dialed in. And, I mean, I'm not going to blow my own trumpet here, but we've been right pretty much every day this week so far. So, I mean, some people may say that I am. Others will say that it's fake. Well, it's not fake. We literally have called it right. Even the market move, by the way, we've literally called that over the course of the last like 24 hours. So if you ask me, pretty bullish. All right. So we'll talk about that as well. And we'll get into kind of everything and anything. So welcome to everybody on TikTok as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know what to do when you're on there. Just tap that screen for me. Get bullish. That would be great. And then let's say hello to a few people and get into it. So welcome to Millsy. Always the first day, Millsy. Congrats. Tim's here, 37's here as well. Blazer, crushing the TikTok, Blazer. Loving life. It's because you're one of my moderators. Robert Dover's in the house. 2-bit. Nice morning vids. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I think people like those morning ones. Not so much the Pelosi one, but the rest of them. Viva like number 6. Curtis, what's going on? Welcome. Robert Dover's here as well. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, 2-bit. Let's go. I have a cut short today and listen later. Oh, come on, Robert Dover. Don't be sly, my guy. 37. Good to see you. Swamped here as well. Ezekiel. Good to see you. Brandon Harris. Always a pleasure with you here. Crypto Princess. What's going on to you? Welcome. Obi Joe's here. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. Managed to do 3 out of the 5. Not bad. Not bad. Cheese is here and everyone else. Again, apologies I've missed a few people. Vern's here. CJ's here. Don't forget, Vern and I will be live again tonight. So this one finishes 30 minutes later. Vern and I go live on TikTok. So come and join us. That'll be pretty good fun over there as well. Holmes is here. Good to see you, Holmes. Welcome, as well as Chipper, Big Al. Jesus! Have I missed half the show again? No, Al, we literally went live about 10 seconds ago. So, yeah. Anyway, right. Good news, everybody. Let's bring up the charts. And, yeah, look at this. Playing out literally perfectly, exactly as we called it. The only thing I've got wrong, and again, people can critique if they want, was I thought this move would come a little bit lower. I actually thought this was going to come a little bit lower, retest this kind of support line here. It doesn't seem to be that way. Now, it is worth noting if Trump comes out and says he's either going to war with Russia, he's going to bomb Russia or do anything kind of crazy, then we might see some pretty big pain. I've seen a lot of people today saying, oh, I'm short in the market. I think Trump's going to dump it. I don't know if I'm in that place. I mean, he might do, but I don't know if I'm in that place today. I feel if it's anything, it's a nothing burger. And so I'm just going to sit tight. I think the markets are pricing in a little bit of uncertainty, but we will see. But overall, pretty bullish. I would have liked to have broke that 115,300. We retested it, got rejected. Did find support, though, back down here at the low 114.2. So you'd argue that this range right now is kind of feeling pretty solid. Lower range as well. So we have an upper range and a lower range that we're kind of messing around in. Now, I am about to show you something that I think depends, really. This might blow your minds, and it might not, right? Some of you may just look at it and go, I don't really care. Some of you might look at it and go, holy shit, I'm so glad I'm subscribed to the 2-Bit Crypto channel because he knows what's going on. So you can let me know in the chat which one that is. Blaze, thank you so much, buddy. You can let me know in the chat what you are. Which side are you on? Are you the don't care or, oh my God, you know, I'm so glad I'm subscribed. Anyway, here we go. Right. We don't need that up. We need this. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, everyone's going, ooh, holy crap, 2-bit. What the hell, bro? What the hell? Super exciting, isn't it? I think it's super exciting anyway. I put this on earlier and I was like, oh my God, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I need to tell the, I need to tell everybody. I need to get everyone dialed into what's going on. And yeah, look at this. Kind of crazy. I need to kind of get it right though, because it kind of sits. The only problem with this indicator is it sits there. Anyway, it's about there. So, holy shit, I'm so glad I'm subscribed to the 2-bit channel. I hate you, Al. Just FYI. Who's giving 2-bit the crayons? Oh, sorry. TikTok, hold on a minute. Right. There you go. Right, TikTok, you can see that now. So, what have you got on the screen? This is the question that's on everybody's mind. It's not an Etch-a-Sketch, and it's not me just macking random things up on the screen. This is an important indicator that we should absolutely all be very much keeping an eye on what's going on. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the M2 liquidity or the M2 global supply, which has mirrored perfectly the Bitcoin price. Now, I'm not going to tell you the secret as to how I get it to do that. I'm not going to tell you the secret in terms of the days in which the lag indicator. All you need to know is that I've been researching this mother trucker, and I think I've pretty much got it nailed on to the point where it is literally following the Bitcoin price. Or you'd argue the M2 is making the Bitcoin price move, even down to this more recent move here, where we saw the decline. We've seen the flattening out, little pump, yeah, little dump, and then kaboom, which is kind of where we are now. So I actually think we are in for a strong move, and I think it's going to kind of flow through to the end of this week. I absolutely believe we're going to be pushing and retesting this upper range of around 117, and there's a number of reasons why I think that. So this we're going to keep very close to. Don't tell anyone else. You know, like people like 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗃 or Alex Becker. Don't tell those guys, because they'll be hitting me up in my DMs again and be like, hey, can you send me that indicator? No, is the answer. But overall, the market looks pretty good. Likewise, when you Fibonacci retracement this, I know you guys are super crazy bullish on the Fibonacci's, then it starts to get pretty tasty if you go to the low on the last one, the 0.5, 115, 347. We talked about this as being a key level for us, and we are that. Now, therefore, the Trump discussion could push us over that line, and it could dump us beneath it. So we will see exactly how that plays out. But I think we could be in for some pretty interesting news. As long as it's not like global war, right? No nuclear war, no bombings, anything like that. Hopefully, bear in mind, Trump is meeting with Vladimir Putin, I believe, like next week or something. So, yeah, we will see. We will see. But I, for one, am kind of excited. Right, Bitcoin dominance, by the way, did actually go up, which is interesting today because we haven't actually seen a lot of inflows other than companies buying a significant amount of Bitcoin. We saw ETH dominance starting to move up. This should indicate exactly where capital is rotating. And then you've got a little bit of XRP dominance, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So overall market sentiment feels pretty good. 3.72 trillion back above this lower range support. Good news. Oops, sorry, TikTok, hold on. I just nearly knocked you over then. That would have been a disaster. Again, starting to push back up. The total 2, by the way, so everything minus Bitcoin is up as well. And it's actually outperforming the overall market, telling us there is a bit more capital flowing into altcoins, which again is good news. And then the total 3, which is everything minus Ethereum and Bitcoin, 1.4. So still slightly better than the overall market. Once again, telling us that most people are going into other altcoins that's outside of Ethereum specifically. So again, pretty good news. And then the rest of the market feels good. It does feel pretty solid, actually. I do have an admission, though, of guilt. I don't know if you want to call it an admission of guilt, but it's an admission. I sold something today, and then I purchased something today. And I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I think it's a good idea. I think some people are going to think it's a bad idea, right? So I want to see you put good if you think it's a good idea in the chat, and bad if you think it's a bad idea. Marty, we're going to have a look at it in just a minute. You definitely don't need to put it 6 times. I promise you I'm going to have a look at XRP in just a second. Okay. I did not swap Sand for Bonk. I did, however, swap Zebek for Bonk. So I sold, I was lying to you guys all along, by the way, hoping that the price would pump. So I sold Zebek literally at the top here, the 5.9 range. And I bought Bonk at its low range at the 2.41 something or other. So I don't know. I mean, it's turned out to be pretty good. It wicked down to here, look, 2.366. It was a bit higher than that, but it wicked under this lower support, to which I decided, okay, this is where I'm at. And then my view, by the way, was Zebek always dumps on a market pump, right? It always dumps on a market pump. So my view was, well, I think Zebek's going to dump. Obviously, it didn't because because I sold some. But anyway, I think that's where I get to. So I think it's a good idea. We will see. The bonk ecosystem, I think, will be a pretty good move. And even if it gets back to its previous high, then yeah, I think we should be good news. So, and I did it for you guys as well, right? So I sold my 𝗥𝗲𝗍𝗍 for you guys. So yeah, that was what I did today. In terms of the rest of the altcoin market, Ethereum holding up pretty well. We're on the 12-hour chart here. We want to see ETH push a little bit higher. XRP broke back above $3, and more importantly, broke back above this range, albeit currently retesting the higher range, by the way, at 30082. We need to see this break back up. It has been rejected a number of times. Therefore, it's a critical level for us. The MACD, though, look at this. And let me just move you around here, TikTok. You can see this. And that's just the worst chart in the world. So look at this, TikTok. You can just see here on the 12-hour that XRP's MACD has just started to move to the upside. So if we can get a bit of a further move on XRP, 304, 305, and we see this turn a bit more green, the MACD is just about to flip bullish. Again, the Trump situation might push us up in the market. Hopefully, this could signal a nice move on XRP, hopefully over the course of the next few days. But I think it's a pretty good move overall. So we at 349 is pretty decent. Again, HBAR is decent, 245. That looks pretty good. The rest of the market, albeit is up, it's just up with the market. Aether about 5.5, which is good news. And then in terms of memes, we've seen a little bit move. So Pepe up 3%, Brett 2, which is kind of nice. Shiba Inu at 2 as well. That's about it. Pump Fun. Loads of people freaked out. Sold bonk, went into Pump Fun, and it's now reversing completely. Like Pump Fun is almost back down, 2.74. It was at 6% earlier. Tells me that you got absolutely manipulated. If you came out of bonk into Pump Fun, you're chasing the pump, you got wrecked, literally like the name says. And now everyone's going to go back into bonk. And that's why I gone into bonk. Nothing crazy. I didn't go like, I didn't bet my house on it or anything daft like that. But I think there could be a pretty good move. And then WIF, by the way, 90 cents feels like a steal. Just my opinion. So there we go. Overall market, though, I think it's pretty bullish, in my opinion. Right. Good. No one's... bonk runs these streets. Yeah, you know it, Holmes. What is bonk's use case? Anyone know? Big Al, you need to have a look at it. It's got a huge ecosystem. It's basically got a massive launch pad. It's got... merch and coming up, but its big thing is the launchpad. And don't forget its integration with the Solana phone as well, which is now shipping as well. So again, I think it's got a good opportunity, and if they can really get that bonk fun launchpad sorted, oh shit! Hold on, TikTok, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. There we go. I'm back. Just throw my phone all over the floor. Don't touch your phone while you're live. Sorry to the 30 people who are in there. Anyway. This is where we sit, right? Good news. Okay, let's talk about a couple of charts, get into a couple of bits of news. Obviously, we discussed this at length. Trump is to make a major announcement. I hope it's not any more freaking tariffs. I hope it's not some like weird, more tariffs, yeah. I hope it's not tariffs. Don't be tariffs, Trump. Come on. We don't need it. Haven't Pump Fund now taken bonk out as more going there now. What? There's more going there. So Pump Fund's volume did increase on their launch pad, but I think it's all a bit of a ruse, my opinion. And I think people will go back to the bonk ecosystem. I think people are just trying to play the two off against each other. Remember what they say, buy the greed, don't buy the FOMO. And I think everyone FOMO'd out of bonk and into pump. So I'm like, right, I'm going to buy the bonk and see what happens. My opinion anyway. My opinion. It should start to go up. I hope so. What's Solana doing? Solana looks all right, by the way. 168. Lower range, 175. I'm interested in Solana right now. It's consolidating again between this kind of 160, 175 range, but holding up pretty well. Cardano doing a similar sort of number as well. So again, all eyes is 100% on Trump right now. Shimon Base up 24%. Holy crap. Nice. Northern Detectorist. Man, I looked at your channel the other day, by the way. You're crushing it. Your channel's great, by the way. Love it. Love it. HBAR. Yeah, I actually have some content about HBAR. I'm going to start doing a little bit because lots of good news coming out of HBAR, by the way. Lots of good news. Which is kind of good. So, Trump announced he's go open. Yeah, I saw that next week. So that could be good news. That could be good news. Right, Tom Lee. We've talked about Tom Lee before and why he is super crazy bullish. I need to just kind of play this for you guys, which is important to reference and bear with me. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear this TikTok as well. But yeah, Tom Lee right now is starting to get pretty optimistic about what's coming. We've discussed this at length, why I think that, ETH and certainly the kind of opportunity sits in front of us, particularly when you come to this. So let's listen to what Tom Lee has to say.
That's according to my next guest, who says Bitcoin is now a leading indicator. Joining me now is Tom Lee, head of research at Fundstrat and a CNBC contributor. It's so good to have you here on set. Welcome.
Yeah, great to see you, Morgan.
Let's start right there. Bitcoin is a leading indicator. What's it indicating now?
Well, Bitcoin has been 1 month ahead of the S&P at every step this year. In January, it peaked before the S&P. It bottomed before the S&P in April. It made a new high in May, a month ahead of the S&P. And in early July, on July 9th, Bitcoin had a breakaway upside move, gaining more than 10%. That means that in this month, I think the S&P is going to have a breakaway move to the upside, towards 6,600.
Interesting, which sort of takes us to where you think the S&P is going to be priced for the year.
But that crypto, which is any nation that wants to get 1 million Bitcoin, probably thinks it's cheaper to buy MicroStrategy. The Ethereum treasury model, which is we're trying to be the MicroStrategy of Ethereum, works similarly, but we're at the earliest stages because.
There you go. The early stages of an Ethereum treasury company. I told you guys Ethereum is going to be crazy. Tom Lee is creepy. I mean, he's a little bit creepy. He looks a little bit like he's imported from a faraway world. But at the same time, I don't care. He's pumping our Ethereum bag. So crack on, in my opinion, and let him buy more Ethereum, which is good news as well. So keep your eyes on it. Lots of purchasing today. BitMine, as well as a couple of other big companies, actually. SharpLink Gaming as well. Please grow your hair like him. I don't think so. Very good news as well. So I think lots of definite opportunities coming with Ethereum. We need to keep close to that. Right, Tide of Crypto. I haven't looked at him for a while. Says this, Ethereum bull pennant, $5,000 is in sight. Pretty interesting. A bull pennant is shaping up on the Ethereum. If it continues, the technical target stands at 5,000. Don't dump the market, Trump. That's important tonight. So yeah, good news. And then finally, the bottom to halving. I thought this was an interesting thing to talk about. The number of days since and before. Bitcoin's bottom to halving time normally is the halving to the top time. The previous bottom was 75 weeks before halving, 75 weeks after the 2024 halving in September 29th. The kicker, the halving to top is typically a few weeks shorter than the bottom to halving. This time will be different. Right, September 29th is where all this plays out. Again, if you look at my charts, I'm still very much in a massive highlighter, which I don't need. First top, August 18th, 1 a.m. in the morning. And then second one, October 25th, Saturday. Just to let you guys know, I think that's when the market top comes in second, unless anything super, super crazy happens, which, again, is highly possible. So it's an interesting model. I think we'll keep close to it. Again, it's all very speculative at the minute. No one really knows, because by the time we get to the back end, the Fed could come in, cut 100 basis points, and the market's going to go to the freaking moon. So worthwhile thinking about it. Tom Lee is Pelosi. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that out loud, Al, but I could see why you could think that. Tom is more bullish than Levi. That would be an interesting interview, wouldn't it? That would be an interesting interview for sure. Anyway, right. Good news, everybody. Keep us tracked. 14 minutes to go until we get the Trump speech. He'll definitely be late, so we don't need to rush it. But yeah, we're going to need to make sure we are dialed in for that. Right. Here we go. Look, the White House bold move puts cryptocurrency in the spotlight. Secondary sanctions on Russia will begin Friday, impacting global trade. This could be an indication of what's coming. Maybe he's going to talk about this. I don't know. The higher tariffs may affect countries like China and India, who potential economic shifts. Now, there was an announcement earlier on that he was going to put further tariffs on India. I don't necessarily think it particularly matters. We looked at this before, didn't we? The US imports from India was like, is it coal or something? India imports to the USA. I don't think it's a massive thing, actually. I don't actually think it's a big thing. Let's have a look. So electrical and electronic equipment, pharmaceutical products, pearls, precious stones, and metal and machinery, nuclear reactors. I mean, Jesus, you take nuclear reactors from India? Not sure about that. Anyway, so they're going into the US. I don't think it's a big thing, to be honest. We will see, but worth noting as that kind of plays out. By the way, don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe button. We've got over 100 people in the live stream right now. Just do me a favor, head to the bottom of the screen, tap that thumbs up, and if you're here on TikTok as well, like the one and only Roden. It's in 14 minutes. And, we might have some breaking news, everybody. Dylan's here as well. We actually have some breaking news. I freaking called this breaking news. Man, honestly, I am fucking dialed into this market like no one's business. Breaking news right now, everybody. Here we go. Coming in from 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗍. And it's not 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗍. China is allowed to launch its first crypto stablecoin. What? China are coming in. Told you they wouldn't leave the market. Everyone that said, oh, China is coming. Then, I mean, stablecoin's a bit naff. I'd rather they went and got RLUSD or something like that. Poman's in the building. What's going on, pal? But China to allow the launch of its first crypto stablecoin. This, for me, tells me they are entering the market very soon. And yeah, I mean, maybe this is the thing. Like, you know, wave rate. I can't do a Trump voice. I can't do it, right? But you get my point. This could be pretty interesting news. Right, there you go. Breaking news live on the stream. Don't get that on anyone else's channel. Yeah, anyway, think about the White House. Don't buy anything from Temu. It's definitely not worth it. SPI Holdings now proposing a Bitcoin XRP ETF for the Tokyo Stock Exchange. This could be wild. Now, again, SPI Holdings is kind of one of the biggest supporters, partners, however you want to call it, when it comes to Ripple. They actually have a massive, reach in terms of the Japanese market. The fact that they could be launching this Bitcoin and XRP exchange-traded fund could be pretty big, actually. That would be great news for XRP. Again, if you didn't catch my video earlier on, I highly recommend going and watching it. But the launch of a Bitcoin XRP exchange traded fund that would list directly on the Tokyo Stock Exchange, contingent on the approval of cryptocurrency-linked investment trusts. This would open up the floodgates, in my opinion, for like the craziest amounts of move. Remember, Coinbase, Binance, some of these big exchanges all moved to Japan and put some offices in there as well. So you need to keep an eye on it. The pulse, yes, there is. It's in 10 minutes. So we will be making sure that we're all over it, by the way. I think. Right, we'll make sure we're all over it. I'm keeping an eye on what's coming up, and we'll see. If he launched a new meme coin, Remco, I'm all in. I'm literally all in. Welcome, new people. Hey, look at that. Look at that moderator skills. Love it, Blazer. Thanks. Thoughts on HBAR? Yeah, I like HBAR. I've got a video about that. I think it's good. I think their ecosystem's building, and their new DeFi DEX build out looks pretty good as well. I think they've got 5 new DEX protocols that's going on there. Worth a look. Their stablecoin market is booming as well. So yeah, HBAR, don't sleep on it. Loads of good news coming for HBAR, in my opinion. The only thing I would say, but then I've heard on the grapevine it's going to change. Their staking is terrible, and you have to go through third-party yield farms to stake. However, that is going to improve. I think they're working on a partnership to bring better percentageal returns for people that stake their HBAR. So yeah, worthwhile thinking about it. Worthwhile thinking about it, and definitely could be a good one to think about. Anyway, look at its Q2 financial results. SPI also revealed plans for a gold and crypto asset fund. According to the product proposal, there's like a crazy rush right now, and who can buy the most amount of crypto, get the most amount of crypto products out there. It's all pretty crazy. SPI Holdings, though, certainly dialed in. ChatGPT's XRP analyst, SEC vote looms with 214 billion ETF ignite a record-breaking rally. If SPI Holdings gets their way, we get an XRP ETF, which so many people are expecting. And I mean, I think we get ETFs next week. That's my opinion. Then, yeah, you unlock an almighty surge of capital going into this, into XRP. I think it's going to be crazy. Mr. Crypto says, Bitcoin 1 million by December. I mean, I love the bullish sentiment. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but yeah, fingers crossed we get there. That would be good news. Tubit, you announced the China stablecoin before Whale Insider did. Obi Joe, that's what I'm saying. Like, just need to be subscribed to the channel. You need to make sure your notification bell's turned on. And then you can just be ahead of the markets. That's what we're about here. We just keep you dialed in like no one else is. Make XRP $200 already? Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice. Could give up. So yeah, watch out. XRP is going to go crazy. I absolutely believe so. And yeah, what time is Trump on? In 8 minutes, I believe. I am. I don't know where he's going to stream it though. Do we think it'll be on X or do we think it'll be on YouTube? Oh, Forbes Business News. Watch live. Oh no, hold on a minute. Is that fake or is it real? Real? Okay, I think it's here, but he's not live yet. He's not live yet. So we will here it is, look. Forbes breaking news. Watch live President Trump's announcement from the Oval Office. Okay, so we will keep an eye on this and see what happens. Oscar Ramos has gone live. He's obviously got a title saying Trump's about to pump XRP. Man, that's maybe what I should have put. Anyway, public companies buying Bitcoin? Yes, is the answer. They're buying it like crazy people, and it's soon going to run out, in my opinion. Lots of money flowing in. Satsuma, and that's not a joke, by the way. Technology, a British Bitcoin treasury firm, concluded a $217 million fundraising roundtable. What's interesting as well, by the way, some of these companies have gone back to the one and only Keir Starmer and said, hey, all this nonsense you're doing with all these tracking things of Bitcoin, you need to calm it, right? You need to calm it, pal. So hopefully that might change, by the way, before we get to the new year. But again, lots of companies are buying like huge amounts of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP is another one. Like, everyone's just going pretty wild on it. So, yeah, it looks pretty crazy if you ask me. And I think we'll get more. Remco says he'll buy Fartcoin. I mean, imagine he does. I mean, he might can. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Would he really make a big deal about announcing a new Federal Reserve Board member? Unless he's going to yeet Jerome Powell. That would be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? Right, dead quick. We've got about 7 minutes left. Super Gaming raised 15 million to expand internationally. A gaming sector is about to move. Make sure you dialed in. We could definitely start to see layer 2s move, as well as, you know, things like, again, Ethereum starting to move. AVAX could be on the list if this starts to push out. So we will see. But yeah, Super Gaming based in India, Singapore secured 15 million Series B funding led by Skycatcher and Steadview Capital, August 6, aiming for international expansion. This could be a good news story for AVAX for sure. And then finally, just dead quick, ETFs. BlackRock sold again, 681 million. They didn't buy Ethereum though, which is kind of crazy. They didn't do anything with Ethereum. They just sold. They didn't sell any Ethereum either, by the way, but they sold Bitcoin. I still believe, and I talked about this in my update video earlier on, I still believe the reason BlackRock customers are selling is in order for them to reposition into what I think will be an Ethereum staking ETF next week. I absolutely believe that. So that's my opinion. I think they'll come in with some sort of crazy rate. I don't know what the Ethereum rate is on this one, actually, but yeah, I don't know what it is. I'll have to have a look. So I think their customers are selling to move into an Ethereum fund when the staking attachment comes to it. Because why would you not? Like, there would be a way better one. Again, especially if you can get, I think we worked it out, it was like 6%, wasn't it? So yeah, we will see. Zebek is my most speculative, I think. Oh man, yeah, I sold Zebek. It's probably pumping to the moon, isn't it? Oh no, it's dumping. Dump Zebek to the fucking floor. Right. Good news. All right, keep your eyes peeled on this. We've got about 5 minutes until old Trumparino comes on. Trump dump. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Again, the speculation will be, what is he going to talk about? That's an interesting thing. So we'll keep 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗁 up on here as well, because they will hopefully keep us dialed in. But yeah, bricks are kind of going crazy as well. And the market right now is kind of holding up, right? Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Not really doing much here. We'll see if Trump does anything, or we'll see what he announces. Now, the debate will be, what is he going to announce? That's the question. That is the question we have to ask ourselves. Is it a new Fed chair? Don't think so. Is it maybe more tariffs? Thing is, why would he do a big press conference for tariffs? I don't understand why he'd do it anymore. What's your opinion about Pepe? Volume's down, which means people are going to get freaked out, and then it's going to pump to oblivion. That's my view. That's my view. So many people are going to get wrecked not being in Pepe, I think, personally, by the way. So I saw it today, and there was a big news article. It went, Pepe volume is down. It's going to freaking zero. I'm like, yep, you crack on if you think it's going to zero. 3% up on the day, outperforming most meme coins. I'm cool with that. Like, I am cool with that. If you think the volume's down, crack on. 4% up on the last month. 7.21 trillion Pepe has been traded today on Binance. So, you know what? I'm cool if people think it's going to zero, because I don't. He will announce that he will... Maybe. I bet it will be a massive nothing burger. Maybe. We'll have to see. We will have to see. We'll certainly need to keep an eye out on what is happening. Again, I'm going to wait and see when he comes up on here, and then we'll get it out so that you guys can hear it on TikTok as well, and we'll see what he has to say. Hopefully, it's not going to take like the next 5 hours to listen to what he's got. We're not listening for questions. We're listening to what he said. Altcoins got zero when people see 5-7% down. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Enzo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you. Yeah, no dramas. Again, if you're brand new here, what are your thoughts on 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗁? You've literally asked me that question 50 times, and I've already answered it 3 times. Bullish, lots of stuff, DEX, DeFi, have a look. I think 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗁 is going to be good, right? That's literally the 5th time I've answered that question, so I'm not answering it again. By the way, if it's your first time here, don't forget, tap the screen. Make sure you hit that follow button as well. We live stream every single day, with the exception of Saturday, keeping you dialed into these markets. You don't want to miss it. We've called pretty much every move recently over the last week. And if I haven't, Big Al's Crypto Exchange, jeez, shut up, has done there as well. So yeah, we're excited. Right, Trump in 3 minutes. In fact, let's do a poll. Do you think Trump will be late? Question mark. Let's see what you guys think. I think he's gonna be late. Crypto Burns in the house. What's going on? Bits Blaze, I hate you so much. JJ, what's going on, buddy? As well. Welcome to you. Lauren Babs here. You've called everything, bro. You are the legend of crypto. How could you predict the future like this? I am literally from the future, Al. Thanks, Vern. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate it. Fortune. Is that a meme coin? Man, the meme coin market's been pretty tasty today. Pretty tasty. I haven't bought anything or messed around with anything yet, but a couple of things on my radar, which I think could be pretty interesting. But overall, pretty quiet day overall. Chill House had a nice move, 12%. We called that yesterday. I don't know if anyone listened, but we did. And Courage the Dog did actually have a nice 60% move today. So I don't know if anyone was still holding that down, but that was a good mover as well. So yeah, DeFi holding up. Stacey, what's going on? Good to see you. Tony said, new to the channel. Love it. Those overexcited Americans can get annoying. Keep it up, mate. Hey, Tony, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Pepe Ascension isn't out, bro. I can message him and see what's going on for sure. What does it say? Hold on a minute. Oh, shit. I just think I've broken my computer. Oh, what's going on? Oh. 1 second. What the hell am I listening to? This is not what I want to listen to. Oh, I don't think this is going to be crypto at all, by the way. Okay, they're literally talking about some... There's been some sort of thing with some US troops or something today, hasn't there? I don't mean to belittle that, but I don't know the full story, but... Okay. Oh, Vern and Blazer getting us to that goal. Thank you so much. Nearly 65 people here on TikTok. 100, about 115 on YouTube as well. So let's get it, baby. Don't forget, get dialed in. We got the Trump announcement very, very soon. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully. Let's keep an eye on what's going on with BTC on the 15-minute here. See what we do anything. I've invested £500, but now the company is asking for $4,600 for me to make a withdrawal. What? What? I don't know what that is. It sounds like a scam. That's my hometown where it happened. Oh, really? Oh, was that what it was? Shit, man. I didn't realize. What is the... Yeah, what is the... I don't know what the company is, but it sounds like a proper scam. I'd just cut your losses on 500 if I'm personally honest. But yeah, I don't know what it is, so that's not financial advice at all. But yeah, we are hoping we're going to get some Trump news in just a second. Nothing is going on here. Trump to announce new production deal. Allegedly, is that it? Right Side Broadcasting Network, is that true? I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, we will see. Nothing going on though at the minute. They aren't really doing anything, so we'll stay close to it. Let's get bullish. Bits plays. Looks like the market taking a little bit of a hit. Trump's definitely not speaking yet. I'm going to bring up X as well. Let's just keep an eye on what's going on over there. So hopefully we get something good. I think it's going to be nothing to do with cryptocurrency, by the way. I think it's nothing to do with it. Yeah, that pulse, I literally have no idea, but I can message the, I'll message the people I know that I did the promo work for. So I will ask and see what that looks like. Right. So waiting for the event to begin. Okay, cool. I've got this here. So we have got it. We can go to this whenever we need. So yeah, we've got the waiting for events here. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But as it stands at the minute, nothing's going on. So yeah, hold it down. I'm going to actually change this to that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Can I press this button? Ah, look at that. Seamless. Great news. Trump announcement now. It's not. I'm literally looking at the screen. I'm looking at it. Look, you guys can see it. There it is. Look. Here. Nothing's happening at the minute. Definitely not. Nothing's happening. But we will definitely get into it. Yeah. I can't... So allegedly it's a manufacturing announcement. That would be such a disaster. It might be the Apple thing. That was like $500 billion or something. So say maybe, but yeah, maybe. I think maybe the Russian thing could be the problem. I'm not sure. Aiden says bought some Ondo yesterday. What do you think? Yeah, good choice. Good choice, by the way. Ondo, I think, is a great player. Built on the Ethereum network. Will give 24/7 treasury and yields to retail customers. I think that's where Ondo is going to be a monster. So yeah, I mean, it is a personal investment and also in it as in the investment group we run on the channel as well. So yeah, pretty bullish on that. Pretty bullish on Ondo. What's it at now? What did you buy it in at? 91. Man, 94. So you're already up 2.5%. Let's go. Come on, Zebek. Is Zebek dumping some more? No. Come on, Zebek. Hit the floor. Oh, dear me. Good. Yeah, we are waiting. How do you get 84% of you said that it was going to be late? Who voted that he wouldn't be late? You massive choppers. Get out of here. Obi says I'm next in line for a wrench. Obi, you haven't been here for 6 months. Has GRT been covered? No. GRT. Why do I know that? Why do I know that? GRT. Graph token. That's why I know it. We've definitely looked at that. Man, that's a $300 million market. What the hell did that happen? When did that happen? That's pretty wild. I added a new chart, by the way, to my DeFi one. I mean, it looks pretty painful on the overall macro chart, but still doing decent volume, 55K. Pretty way down, though, unfortunately. Yeah, so if you just joined us, by the way, we are waiting for Trump to come in and give us a bit of a view as to what's going on. Or certainly give us a view. Yeah, market just dumping. We're not missing something, are we? Hold on a minute. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything come in. Nothing's been announced yet. Market is dumping for some reason. I don't know why, but nothing has been announced yet. I don't see anything here on X. Let me just flick to another X account. And see what we've got. Alex Jones, Bazing. Yeah, okay. So nothing's going on at the minute. No announcement. Trump's late as usual. Hopefully we're going to get Fox News breaking it down. How much do you want to bet that it just doesn't come while we're live? I'll be pretty pissed at that, actually, if that happens. I'll be really annoyed. So anyway, right. I've got it up here. Nothing's going on. YouTube is pretty quiet as well. So we will give you that news as and when we get it, people. As and when we get it. I think if you sat here, though, hoping it's going to be some sort of crazy crypto news, I unfortunately don't think it's going to be, but we'll see. We'll see. Walt's in the building. Holy shit, where have you been for about the last 50 years? Jesse's here as well. What's going on, pal? Good to see you. Well, hopefully they get sent to jail, and the 2-bit guy is a... well, it's a bit harsh. Has it been like confirmed as a scam? I think the piece of shit thing's a bit harsh. I've got to be honest. I don't think that's a bit unnecessary. I think it's a bit unnecessary, to be honest. You clicked your own button, not me. But look, has it actually done anything or not? Trump announced 2-bit will be the new Fed chair. Do you think? I mean, I could be. It'd be pretty funny if I was. I mean, I'm not being funny, but when I look at this, by the way, it's still counting down. It's still got 3 hours and 23 minutes to count down. So, I mean, is that a launch or not? It's still counting down. What? You've confused the hell out of me. If this is still, unless this has been reset, which I don't know, I don't check it enough, but I would say if it's still counting down, then it's probably still counting down. Unless you tell me it's been reset like 50 times. I don't know. It counts down every day. Oh, does it? All right, that's not great then. I'll message him. I will definitely message him and see what, and see if they say anything for sure. Let me just check on here. Where is it? I'm just trying to find the message. The guy that I spoke to about it. I can't find it. I'll find it. I will find it. I'll drop a message. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I will let you guys know tomorrow for sure. It's just a repeating counter. Right. Well, I will definitely message him and find out what's going on. Got more bullish than Tim Share. Hey, there we go. Look, Stream Elements coming in fresh right now. Got to get more bullish than Tim Share. Where is it? Is it this one? Right, got it. A few people messaging me about the launch. Just keeps resetting. What's going on? There we go. Right, I've sent him a message. I have sent a message. I just put, hey guys, a few people messaging me about the launch and saying the counter just keeps resetting what's going on. And I've put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 question marks. So I will let you know as soon as I know. I have literally sent them a message here. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. Right, can you have a look at my MYX and tell me what your opinion is? MYX. Did we have a look at that yesterday? MYX. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, it's down 17%, which doesn't feel particularly great, albeit... Oh, this is a thing that went absolutely insane yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, it looks like it's just dumping back down again. So I think someone called this yesterday on the channel saying that it was going to be a pretty painful dumperino, and it kind of feels like that's exactly what it is. So, yeah, it kind of feels like that's exactly what's going to go on. So, depends when you got in, would be my view. If you got in at the bottom, you probably want to make a positional move. If you got in at the top, then, yeah, that looks pretty painful, if I'm honest. But, yeah, not looking too crazy. What do you think, tariff tomorrow? Well, I mean, there's only the India thing that might be tariff tomorrow. I don't know if it actually will be, but we'll see. We'll see. Don't forget, guys, there's 58 people in the TikTok live. Just tap the screen for me. If you do it a couple of times, that'd be great, by the way, if you could. Likewise, if you're on YouTube, over 104 people in, just drop me a quick follow or subscription. That'd be great. And, yeah, drop a like as well. That'd be great. Also, please. Thank you. Send Trump a message. Yeah, I know. This is the problem. Like, he's just like, whatever. Maybe he's just getting some last bits of alpha, in my opinion. Vance will replace Trump, do you think? Pretty wild. Oh, they've got this, like, there's... I wonder if it's to do with this military thing. Maybe it's to do with this military thing. What's the markets doing right now? Down a little bit. Down a little bit on Binance. We're dropping. We'll go to the 5 minutes. It does look a little bit more painful here on the 5 minutes. So we'll stick to this. 0.85. So nothing too crazy right now. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Any thoughts on will the Bitfinance token will be released end of August? I think it'll do it what most other... I think it'll be a massive pre-sale. And it'll probably dump after a pump. Similar to kind of pump fun and all the rest of it. If you were looking at getting in, I don't know necessarily whether I'd go in on the pre-sale or wait till it kind of launch. So we'll see. What if he announced an emergency tax rate? I mean, that would be pretty crazy, in fairness. That would actually be crazy. If he does come in and announce that, then yeah, that would be wild, if you ask me. I'd be down for it, by the way. I would actually be down for it. The market is dumping just because Trump is late. I mean, maybe I was like, oh my God, he's going to send the news. Sell the news? Yeah, maybe. It might be buy the rumor, sell the news event. We'll have to see. It needs to hurry up, though, because, you know, we can't be messing around tonight. We've got another live stream to do after we finish this one. Anyone claiming their midnight? Oh, I saw that. I was going to actually do kind of how you get there, but I'm not sure. Do you think we're going to be on sale before September rate cuts? I think that I'd be amazed if this is a rate cut. Amazed. And if it was, I think Jerome Powell would announce it personally. But yeah, September rate cuts look pretty much dialed in. The question is how much is going to come in September. I think you'll get September, October, and November. I think you'll get 3 straight rate cuts. Or he'll go big in September, say 50 basis points, and then do a little bit on there. Where do you live 2-bit? I'm in Oregon. I'm in the UK. So yeah, we're probably pretty far away. Stimulus checks, tariff surplus. Oh, we should do a bingo card. We should do a bingo card really quickly. Yeah, I think it could be, yes, surplus would be a good one. But yeah, at the minute, nothing is coming up. He's like super late right now. Super late. Quarter point max cut September, Zach. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's priced in at what? I think 25 is pretty heavily priced in, if I'm honest. Whether it's actually priced into the market is a bigger debate. But yeah, in terms of actually pricing this in, it's pretty obvious. 95% are pricing in that 25 basis point rate cut. October looks like it might be a little bit more. October actually looks like it's going to price in another 25 basis points. And then December would be another one. That would be 75 basis points over the course of 3 months. I think it might go a little bit further, but we'll see. We'll see. Announcing a new law on plastic, and we'll need to get rid of... That could be a good one. Sugar tax. Yeah, maybe we'll ban those plastic straws again. Oh, man, can you imagine? He said he wouldn't. I think that was one of the things he wasn't going to do, ban the plastic straws. No. We'll see. Announcing India tax, 0 capital gains on the US and a replacement for the Okay. I mean, that sounds crazy for the bingo card. That does actually sound crazy for that. But yeah, he is definitely late, which is not good. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, I guess he can do whatever he freaking wants, but as it stands right now, there is no official announcement and no discussion. Let me just click on the live streams. So yeah, nothing going on right now. Trump speech live. Again, nothing going on. Apparently Golden State Times are covering this. Who cares? Let's stick to this guy. This guy seems to know what he's talking about. Let's put him on mute though, because I can hear him like jibber jabbering in the background. Right, good. Okay. If you guys want to take a look at any coins, thoughts, opinions, views, we'll keep an eye on the market while stuff's going on. So nothing really happening. So if you want us to take a look at any DeFi players, then might be a China deal, maybe. You'd think like, I mean, it's got to be pretty big for him to come on and announce it. You'd think so. Have you checked the Megabus website? It's like 20 quid. What's that for? Maybe we'll announce the new tax against the, yeah. Are we still talking about Lauren Babb and 420? Where the hell is 420 tonight? Where is he, Lauren Babb? Trump announcing Mankini mud wrestling with Chippy over records. Can you imagine? Tonight I'm announcing official mud wrestle with Jerome Powell. Too slow, Jerome. ETH to 4K soon, Ollie Holmes. Yeah, I hope so. 4K is the once I think ETH breaks 4K, I'd expect an all-time high pretty soon afterwards. Are people still filling their bags? Yeah, I actually did some rotation earlier on. That's why I want 𝗦𝗲𝗃 to dump into oblivion. And it is dumping a little bit, by the way. Go, 𝗦𝗃! Although Bonk's probably dumping as well. Let's have a look at Bonk. Oh, Bonk's going up. Let's go. I'm still down a little bit on it, though. About 12 quid. It's fine. It's fine. Any thoughts on Epic Chain? Yeah, the chain looks pretty good. I think I had a decent move the other day. I mean, overall, the sentiment was down, but they did a lot of... yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going over there. So, again, if you took the opportunity, it turned out it was pretty good, I think. Postponing tariffs till January 1st, 2026 to secure interest rates? Maybe. I mean, what have we got? Macro data coming in. It's next week, though, that's important, not this week. CPI data is next week, isn't it? Thursday, consumer credit. Will that make a difference? Probably not. Initial jobless claims, expectation 221. So that's fine. If that comes in at 221, that's a pretty good number, actually. Next week is going to be the interesting one. That could be interesting, actually. Michelle Bowman, she was a rate cut thought. Next week's going to be crazy. Look, CPI coming in. PPI is going to come in as well. Right, something just happened. Let's just take a listen in and see what's happening here. It doesn't look like there's anything crazy. Okay, they're advertising some sort of medicine. Weird. So yeah, PPI next week. We don't have a predictions yet. CPI flat year over year is what we're looking at. 0.2 year over year at 2.7. So anything below that could be pretty wild, and that could signal like a monster rate cut in September, which would be good. Trump launching another meme coin. Do you think he's definitely not going to come on and talk about that? That would be crazy though. Get your Solana ready. Yeah, I rotated to only 7 projects now. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. 2-bit are staying up until Trump comes on. I mean, we can do. I probably won't do another live on TikTok, but we'll see. I don't know what Vern wants to do. I feel like we probably should stay live because then I'll just be live on TikTok and it'll come on there and I can't really show it on there. So maybe we'll stick around for a little bit. Mike Lentz is going to talk about sanctions on Russia and the tariffs on India and what. But I thought all that had been announced. I feel like that has already come out. So why would he sort of go back over that? Maybe he does. We'll see. Can you have a look at Baby Doge? Yeah, it took a massive dumperino today, but it was down about 20%, I think. Yeah, it took a big old dump today, I think. I'm going to have to bring it up off your thingy here. There you are. Gonzalo. Yeah, it did take it took a little bit of a hit today. Where is it? Here. There you go. Down 30% on the day. So yeah, took a little bit of a dump. Might be throwing up an opportunity to maybe buy in. I don't know. Not financial advice. Never is on this channel. Never is. But yeah. I mean, it was cooking on gas. I mean, you'd argue that maybe this kind of, this bottom here around 3-1 maybe gives you an opportunity to get in and go back to the upside. Don't know. We'll see. Someone said it's on. Well, Fox News aren't recording it, and this bloke that's literally got a camera on the White House isn't recording it either. So I think you're lying. Here you go. Look, waiting for the event to begin. It's not on at the minute. And also I have X open on another window as well, and there's nothing on there either. So I don't think it is. I might be wrong, Al, but I don't think I am. Because I'm pretty sure someone would have come up on my phone and said, Trump's live. He's talking about his Bitcoin reserve, strategic Bitcoin reserve, and he's buying. The US has just announced they're going to buy $3 million worth of Bitcoin. Great news. Obi says it's on. Trump just said XRP will be the US crypto reserve. Let's do it. I'm down. I'm telling you, beat protocol. Yeah, please don't dump the market. Deepak, yeah, we're all watching. I honestly don't know. Yeah, he literally said XRP and San. Can you imagine? Where is Craig? It's not as fun when Craig's not here. But yeah, nothing is on right now. I'm literally plugged into 2 news sources. Look, TikTok, you guys can see it. Look, there you go. Look, news source. We're dialed in. Do you think Wi-Fi could reach all-time high 2021? Wi-Fi, I don't even know what it is. It's not the same. Mocking Craig behind his back. I mean, that's true. XRP is starting to pump now. Is it? Doesn't look like it. It's dropped below $3. Anyway. All of this excitement, and it's going to be a proper nothing burger. Proper nothing burger, I think. But anyway, we'll wait and see. Why don't we? I'll tell you what, TikTok, while we're waiting, here's a treasure box. Grab yourself some coins. There is 50 odd of you in here, so it's been a while since we gave some coins away. So there you go. Grab yourself some coins, stick around, get excited. It's going to be great. Hopefully we get some news from Mr. Trump. Vern, I don't know if Vern's on YouTube or if he's on TikTok. I'm not sure which one he's on. I mean, Vern could come live on TikTok actually here if you wanted to. Turn the miners back on. Casper's up to 8 cents. Oh my God, we're going to the moon. Yeah, should we just listen in and see what's going on? Nothing really happening right now.
Way back Wednesday, if you've been with us for the past maybe 30 minutes, we did a little bit of a way back Wednesday talking about various rallies.
I know you guys can't hear it, TikTok. I promise I'll make sure you can when you need to.
And we may be able to get you a couple.
Yeah, so nothing's going on at the minute. He's just talking jibber jabber.
Campaign.
So yeah, that guy's in the building. Do you know that guy? I enjoyed your comment you put on one of my YouTube videos, and it just said, not a bad channel. Brilliant. Love that. Timothy says, XRP, what says you? Yeah, bullish. And yeah, hopefully we get an announcement that XRP will become the new reserve currency of the US. And that, in fact, they're actually going to buy billions of dollars. I don't know if that's going to be the case, though. Mark Noby, what's going on? Moon says September to remember. Could be wild. That could be wild, actually. Yeah, September to remember. I like that. I like that style. Generally speaking, September tends to be a pretty good month, I think. But we would be getting towards the sort of, points where we're like, oh, market might be getting a bit spicy. I mean, we're definitely not overheated right now, so that should be pretty good news. But yeah, September historically, well, kind of down outside of bull markets. 2021 was 7%. Man, October looks crazy. The flurry before the end. So we could do with a decent move in August, continue the price move up. That'd be good news. Market's coming back a little bit right now. I don't think it knows what to do, to be honest. They probably passed out Obi, too much excitement. Maybe. Omziri is in stealth mode. Dolores. Oh, man. Yeah. Dolores Pumpkin. What the hell? I saw the is it DeLorean Labs or something? People seem to be talking about that quite a lot, but I haven't really seen it do anything. Make XRP thingy go up again. Aren't you in charge of that? Yes, that is true, actually. I am literally in charge of XRP. Yeah, wait till the ETFs come in for XRP. As well as understanding the XRP bank. If you haven't seen my video on YouTube about that, go and watch it. That bank mechanic that they want to get in is going to be wild. Institutional grade banking for institutional customers, in which RLUSD is going to be what they use as collateral. Basically, you're going to be able to take your Bitcoin to the bank of XRP or RLUSD or the bank of Ripple and get RLUSD stablecoins out. It's going to be wild. It's literally going to be wild. So yeah, I think it's going to be worthwhile. Very much keep an eye on what's going on over there. So, right. If you just joined us, by the way, we are sort of hoping we would get the Trump announcement, or certainly we would get the discussion. Nothing as it stands is happening right now. So we're kind of just waiting and see what happens. And yeah, hopefully we can kind of Hopefully we can kind of get it. You staying on 2-bit? Yeah, probably. Do you want to just join me on TikTok in a bit? You can just join me. Might be a good idea. Might be a good idea, and we'll see kind of what happens. I mean, hopefully it's not going to be like another 2 hours or something, but yeah, it probably makes sense for just to staying on. I can't believe he's not come on yet. But we'll see. So yeah, if you jump in the TikTok live, Vern, I'll just bring you up when I'll bring you up in a minute. Which will be good. Should I leave 2000 XRP after the bull run for the future? Sammy Silver, I only can tell you what I'm doing, which is selling freaking everything. Everything. I don't want anything. Remember, they are taxable events, though, when you convert, unless you live in somewhere like Belarus, Dubai. Yeah, someone said that. I've had a couple... Custard. What did I say? Someone else said that, and someone else said something about balls as well, which I feel like I think I just got a bit excited in that video. But yeah. Talking down the pharma industry, yeah, maybe. US to raise tariffs on Japan. Oh, no. What? Is that a real thing? No way. No way. This just got announced. I thought it agreed a trade deal with Japan. US to raise tariffs on Japan by an additional 15%. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Well, I thought they'd agreed a trade deal with Japan. Surely he can't do that. That doesn't make any sense. That's got to be a lie. That's got to be a lie. The USDCE going to be my big bag this time around? Yeah, Al loves a stable coin. Al loves a stable coin, everybody. Vern, let me know when you're in the TikTok live and I'll bring you up. In fact, I need to make sure I've got my volume turned on, otherwise I'm not going to be able to hear you. Carry trade come to an end to unwind. Do you think? Trump tariffs are also make America great again. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, that hasn't come from a reputable source as of yet. I don't trust 𝗥𝗲𝗃 Capital at all. I mean, some people probably do, but until this comes from like a proper source, I'm not sure about it. Look at the stable market's pumping, bro. I mean, it's true. It's true. You'll never go wrong with a stable coin. I was under the impression XRPL would have no correlation to the XRP token. It doesn't. XRPL is the blockchain. Opinions, ETH likely to drop to 3K anytime soon. No. Unless the overall market takes a giant shit, I don't think ETH going anywhere near 3K. You got to understand, everyone's buying Ethereum right now. Treasury companies, corporate entities. I mean, it's only short of countries buying it, which, by the way, Bhutan is selling their Bitcoin. 53 million they moved to Coinbase, I think, today. So could only be a matter of time before you start getting countries buying Ethereum. That could be crazy. That's my liquidation on the 200x leverage. Holy shit. I mean, if you're 200x leverage long from 3K, I don't know what your margin is, but I mean, I would definitely be taking a little bit off the table with that trade for sure. I mean, if your margin's like $10, then who cares? But if you're in like for $5,000 or something, then yeah, you probably want to take a little bit off the table. Just, you know, take a little bit of margin out. It won't matter. Won't matter. So yeah, did Trump speak? No. So no one's, yeah, so we're still waiting on Trump. Hopefully we get something soon. Markets will probably unwind a little bit, albeit it doesn't look like it's reacting too much to this news of I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know if it's true right now. 15% tariffs on Japan. They got a trade deal, so I don't understand why that would be a thing. Is 𝗥𝗲𝗃 Capital a bit of a hype monster? Trump. Holmes, you know this normally. You're normally dialed in to kind of, you know, who these choppers are and who aren't choppers. But yeah, nothing coming in so far. BTC 359k, ETH 10k, SUI $25. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'd take SUI at $25 and that 271 entry. That'd be pretty solid. Pretty solid if you ask me. Trump announced he's having a dance-off with Putin. Yeah, in the newly finessed West Wing or whatever it's called. But yeah, as it stands, nothing is happening. Markets are just pretty flat. And yeah, Trump is now 27 minutes late. So all of those that said he was going to be late, you win. The UK could do with a Doge, see how much that could... Yeah, oh mate, it would be ridiculous, 37. Billions, like billions of pounds wasted. If a nuclear war happens, I'm rich. I'm invested in lead and brass. Oh dear. I don't know if we'd get announcements of nuclear war. But, you know, you never know. By Woofy or Woofle, is that? When is he going to go to 4K, buddy? Hopefully pretty soon. Hopefully pretty soon. I mean, market structure looks good. Consolidation, breakout from a channel, maybe. Probably need to see a little bit more buy pressure and probably a little bit more of a pump in BTC. 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗁𝗵𝗵𝗀, your top memes, Pepe and Bonk right now. Yeah, I think they're good. I would watch Pudgy Penguins as well, by the way. That took a dump. We looked at that the other day, so some big news coming on those, but that's where I would be right now. And I still stand by the fact I think another meme coin is going to come out that's going to be crazy. I definitely think we're going to get like a book of memes or a, you know, book of ETH sort of narrative that'll come out and shock everybody, I think. Pudgy Penguins is always going to be pretty good. I mean, Pump Fund's kind of coming back a little bit, but unless they turn rev share on, I don't think it's going to do anything too crazy, but we'll see. Trump to announce 100 billion Apple investments. Again, I thought it already announced that. My Toshi's pumping today. I did look at Toshi, actually, I think. Yeah, it's up 15%. That's about 25% in 2 days. Yeah, looks decent. Looks decent. Yeah. Putting Trump doing the dirty dancing. Trump. Yeah, can you imagine that? There'll definitely be some sort of crazy AI videos out there. That guy says, what do you expect utility tokens to begin being used? I mean, I kind of feel like they'll run with altcoins. And altcoins generally is a month post Bitcoin. I think, look, if we don't kind of get an alt market in the next maybe 6 weeks, you probably then get into a world where you think that we're probably going to run into 2026 here, which I've never really been in. But I mean, rate cuts could absolutely force the market into another, you know, into 2026. So I think we'll start to see that happen as alts move. Specifically, I think we start to see RWAs move, and I think we'll start to see those kind of tokens move. But I don't know if there's a lot out there right now. It feels very, very sparse in terms of the whole sort of, if I think about the big DeFi markets, nothing's like super crazy at the minute. So yeah, so I think alts need to move, and I think we'll sort of get in there. Is it too late for Sui? I'd be holding long term. I'm talking years. I just don't understand why people hold into a bear market. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I mean, I got in 271 on Sui, and I'm holding it, so we'll see. We'll see. Where's the gold chain? We should all get one for the investment group. Yeah, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. It would be pretty good news, if you ask me. Right. We're at 50, nearly 16,000 likes on the live on TikTok, so shout out to you guys. And yeah, we're over 110 people on the YouTube live as well, so we're crushing it this evening, everybody. Well done. Good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. Right, BTC, yeah, it's down a little bit. Nothing crazy, though. It's fine. But yeah, as it stands right now, we are still waiting for Trump to come out and give us a view. Nothing's been tweeted. Nothing's been said. Equally, just in OpenAI and talks of shares. Okay, yeah, no one cares about OpenAI right now. Trump, let's see, tariffs. Trump threatens 50% tariffs on India. Okay, we heard that one. Yeah, see, the whole, like, Japan thing, I haven't seen that at all. Airbnb beats profits. Okay, 50% Brazil. No. Okay, yeah, so I'm not seeing anything to do with Japan. I don't know if that's true, by the way. I don't know if that's true. But, yeah, nothing's happening right now. Let me listen in. Let's listen in and see what this chopper's saying.
And speak to the American people. Well, sometimes we'd have to tap dance for about an hour, and we'd do it. And if it wasn't for all of that training, I probably wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Just blah, 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 keep going, right? Anyway.
Okay, blah, 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 keep going. That's pretty much what I feel like I'm doing right now. The only difference is I've got some Bitcoin charts to look at, and this guy's just got himself. Is this Trump thing fake as well? Like, yo... I love the fact that when we go live, Al, you're like, the one ETH you're supposed to send me, and then you send me a message last night going, hey man, I hope you know it's all a job. If you really want this ETH, I'll send it to you. Like, I can't believe you come out big macho man and then send me a DM in private. Oh dear. Trump announced he's buying Addison Lee. I don't even know what that is, but anyway. Hey guys, what do you think XRP and Solana can reach this cycle? $12 super bull case for XRP, $650 on Solana. Oh, who's this? Hold on a minute.
It's important to understand that the rationale for the India tariffs are very different.
Hold on, TikTok, you can't hear this. I'm going to bring it up for you guys.
This was a pure national security issue associated with India's abject refusal buying Russia oil. And the math of this, every American needs to understand, because it's related to the trade situation. You start with the fact that India is the Maharaja of tariffs. It's the highest tariffs in the world, charging on American products, and it's got high non-tariff barriers, so we can't get our products in. So we send a lot of dollars overseas to India to buy their products in an unfair trade environment. India then uses American dollars to buy Russian oil. Russia then uses those American dollars that come from India to finance its armaments to kill Ukrainians. And then American taxpayers are then called upon to pay for the weapons that have to defend Ukraine against Russian armaments paid for by American dollars that came from India. It's got to stop.
Okay, I don't think that is like at all anything. I don't think it's anything. Like, it's just a nothing burger. I don't care what this guy thinks. I don't care. I mean, I probably should care a little bit, but I don't care because I don't need to understand how tariffs work in India. You either tariff him or you're not. Yeah, I've got rid of him, Tomato Pete. He's gone. He's yeeted into the metaverse. That's where he's gone. XRP at 2 million in 2030. SKD, I hope. Like, it feels like alt season is over. I don't think it's ever got started. I don't actually think it's ever got started. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't even know who this guy is. Anyone know who he is? I have no clue who he is, but he's clearly not worth it. We're literally, no, Big Al, that's not it. I think he's been sent out. Like, Trump's just gone, we go out and tell him about India. Tell him about India. And he's just like come out and just started spouting complete nonsense. Fox News is not reporting anything at the minute. So again, nothing really happening here. And now he's going to take some questions from report. What the hell is this? What the hell is this, bro? He was the appetizer. He is the appetizer. He's getting people excited. He is getting people excited. So again, if you just joined us, by the way, we are waiting for the Trump discussion. And yeah, hopefully we're going to get that pretty soon. And fingers crossed, not in like the next like 50 years. We'll say, is ETH down? If ETH's done its high for... No, I don't think so. I think massive treasury companies are buying so much ETH. It's unbelievable right now. But yeah, I don't think we're done yet, personally. I don't think the market's done. I think it's way more to come in the markets, for sure. He literally said present to announce production deal. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. It definitely says, but they don't know specifically unless... let's take a quick look at the White House press secretary's X account. See if anything on there. It's where is she? Caroline Levitt. Here she is. So 30 minutes ago, Apple CEO Tim Cook will join President Donald Trump for an event touting what the White House calls a new $100 billion investment committee. Okay, so is that what he's going to announce? He's going to announce an Apple deal? Okay, fine. The one big beautiful bill is igniting American. Okay, fine. I mean, I'd be pretty disappointed if we sit around and it's literally just some Apple news. That would be really disappointing, wouldn't it? That would be really disappointing. Turbo Bonk. Bonk. I bought Bonk today, in fairness. Can you see Turbo doing well this run? The only thing my critique of Turbo is it got Coinbase and then dropped the ball with it. So I actually have bought Bonk today. I rotated out of Zebek into Bonk. So might be a good idea. Might not be. I don't know. So we'll see. Right, yeah. I mean, look, Turbo is not looking great, to be honest. Not looking great. But we'll see. Pink Lady Apple Talk, maybe. Canada joining the USA, maybe. That'd be wild. But always waiting for them to teabag us. Yeah, 100%. It's going to be literally a proper nothing burger, by the way. This is going to be an absolute nothing burger. But, you know, again, it could be something, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Rest assured that we have it dialed in. We'll see what's going on. So we'll stick with it just for the short term. If you could see my screen, I've got that many windows open. But we're keeping over. How about shitcoin? There's fat coin and fatless coin if you're interested. StreamYard's a spammer. Yeet. Right, Bitcoin pushing back up again. I think people are like, okay, fine. It's just an India tariff. Don't worry about it. The tariffs are bad. It's all good. Anyway, Vern, does anyone know where Vern is, by the way? Vern, have you joined the TikTok live yet or not? Because I'll bring you up if you have. Don't forget, guys, if you want to, at the bottom of the screen is a little arrow. Click on that. Share this out. Let people know that we're live. If anyone wants to know what's going on in the markets, equally wants the latest news, or even take a look at some coins, then yeah, hit us up. Get the share out there. Let people know we're live. That'd be great. Bricks acquired by the USA. That'd be pretty crazy as well. So yeah. Yeah, Quiver Yorkshire pudding recipe. Yeah, 2 eggs, 140 grams of flour, 140 grams of flour, 100 mils of milk, semi-skimmed, whisk, hot oil, golden. Oven for about 15 minutes. All done in poopity ping. I don't know what it means, but yeah, USA now is the coolest kid in school, but 20 years later is the biggest loser. Maybe. 200. Hot as you can get it, Al. As hot as you can get it. Right, he's off. This gadget's going. And we're back to just looking at this guy that's sat by himself. Right, okay, we're sticking with it though. Top, Al. It's, literally the top of the oven. Hot as you can get it. Yeah, 2 eggs. I said 2 eggs, 140 flour, 100 mils of milk, or it might be 70 mils of milk. Can't remember. Try 70 and see if it. But make sure you put the eggs into the flour, then add the milk to the mixture. Don't do it the other way. All right, you end up with an absolute disaster. Good. Right. I'm doing it now. Do it now. Do it now. I'm down for it. Okay, we're back to looking at this guy. I wonder how long we're going to stick it out for, by the way. Bear in mind, I should be doing a second live stream on TikTok, so we'll stick with it. I'm cool with sticking with it for a bit longer. I mean, we can stick with it for another hour, in fairness, but yeah, not a lot going on. Not a lot going on at all, to be honest. We'll see. 1 second, though. It is super warm in here. Don't go anywhere. Right, I'm back. I had to open the window. Which means there might be moths coming in. So, again, no. Oh, here we go. Here we go, everybody. It is go time, I think. Right. Let's get freaking dialed in, everybody. Here we go. XRP is the new... Who's there? Oh, Scott Besson's there. Oh, Scotty B, look. Ooh. Ooh, what's it gonna be? It's so going to be a complete freaking nothing burger, isn't it? It's going to be an absolute nothing burger. Look, Howard Lutnick looks pretty bullish. Howard Lutnick's definitely bought XRP today. Right, TikTok, get dialed in. Can I show... Can I show the screen on TikTok? I can't remember. Look, TikTok. There you go. What, does anyone know what's on there? What did they say? Apple. Oh, it's definitely going to be an Apple announcement. Oh, it's so annoying. Right, BTC price is 115,210. Okay, it's holding up all right. It's holding up all right. Right, everyone get excited. Look at that XRP smile. Yeah. He's definitely buying XRP. Right, I'm going to close. We don't need Fox News open, so see you later, Fox News. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. There's nothing happening. Oh, sorry. There you go. Sorry, I didn't actually have the audio on for you guys. Apologies. Right, there you go. I'm not sticking around for questions, though, right? We'll hear what he's got to say, and then we're out. Vern, I don't know where you are. It's definitely an Apple announcement. Look. Oh man, what's that? Why has it just done that? Why has it just done that? Those on Pundle, I've never even heard of it. Maybe I should research it. Yeah, Trump coin might be interesting. Vern popped in earlier but disappeared. Yeah, he was meant to be going live with me on TikTok, so I said to him, like, join the TikTok live and then he can come up, but I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. Right, I was gonna try and snipe what was on those things. Oh, look, we're absolutely on it, boys. We're on it. Let's see what this says. Not the best American. So Apple American manufacturing program, 600 or 500 billion is that? Look at us, we're like detectives, boys. We're like detectives. Oh, can I increase the? Oh, I'm on the max. I'm on the max setting. I can't go any further. I can't go any further. So it looks like it's going to be some sort of Apple announcement, maybe some more tariff news, I guess. So Apple American manufacturing program, 600 billion. Right, here he is. Get locked in, everybody. Who else is there? Oh, Stuart freaking Aldridge then. That would be wild. Tim Cook in it.
You know this gentleman, one of the truly great legends of our time.
Okay.
My book.
Let's listen in.
Before we begin, I'd like to say a few words about the shooting at Fort Stewart in Georgia. As you know, 5 people were seriously wounded and 2 very, very seriously hurt around 11 o'clock this morning. The shooter is now in custody, and the Army Criminal Investigation Division is on site to ensure that the perpetrator of this atrocity, which is exactly what it is, will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The entire nation is praying for the victims and their families, and hopefully they'll fully recover, and we can put this chapter behind, but we're not going to forget what happened. I'm going to take very good care of this person that did this, horrible person. This afternoon, we're pleased to welcome to the White House one of the great and most esteemed business leaders and geniuses and innovators anywhere in the world, Apple CEO Tim Cook. It's an amazing job. Thanks as well to Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent and Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick for being here, wherever you may be. Oh, there you are. Hello, fellas. I missed you. Today, Apple is announcing that it will invest $600 billion, that's with a B, in the United States over the next 4 years. That's $100 billion more than they were originally going to invest. And this is the largest investment Apple has ever made in America and anywhere else. And it's just an honor to have you. As you know, Apple's been an investor in other countries a little bit. I won't say which ones, but a couple. And they're coming home. $600 billion. It's the biggest there is. The company is also unveiling its ambitious new American manufacturing program, which will bring factories and assembly lines across our country all roaring to life. Areas that were not doing so well are doing very well. We have about $17 trillion coming into the United States, which is more than ever before. That's never even come close.
Bitcoin's moving a bit.
There's never been anything like it. Even you, that's even a lot of money for you. But we have commitments of more than $17 trillion. That was as of a couple of weeks ago. These investments will directly create more than 20,000 brand new American jobs and many thousands more at the Apple suppliers like Corning, Broadcom, Texas Instruments, and Samsung, who all deal in that world. As part of this historic commitment, Apple will massively increase spending on its domestic supply chain for the iPhone and will build the largest and most sophisticated smart glass production line in the world in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, which is a great, actually, I did very well there. I like it because I see I did very well there.
We'll see.
I did very well in Kentucky, but it's a great place. You're going to be very happy. I thought maybe while we're up, I'll interrupt my own speech by you might show them a little bit about the product that you're going to be doing in Kentucky, Tim.
Absolutely. Do you mind if I step up?
Yes, please.
This box was made in the U.S., California, and this glass comes off the Corning line. It's engraved for President Trump. It's a unique unit of one. It was designed by a U.S. Marine Corps corporal, a former one, that works at Apple now.
He's done well.
Designed it for you. And the base comes from Utah and is 24 karat gold. And it sits, I'll take the liberty of setting it up.
Wow.
I mean, I'm riveted, by the way.
There we go. Congratulations,
Thank you
Mr.
very much.
President.
It's
Thank you so
fantastic.
much.
Yeah, Bitcoin's kind of moving.
Great
Charts
people of
kind of like
Kentucky.
it. Kind of like
You're
it.
going to find it a great place to do
Not
business.
quite sure what the hell this is, though, by the way.
Fantastic.
I don't know what it
Isn't
is.
that nice? We're doing these things now in the United States instead of other countries, faraway countries. This is a significant step toward the ultimate goal of ensuring that iPhones sold in the United States of America also are made in America. With the mass infusion of capital it's announcing today, Apple will also build a 250,000 square foot server manufacturing facility in Houston and invest billions of dollars to construct data centers across the country from North Carolina to Iowa to Oregon.
CDs.
That's big stuff. Apple will also open state-of-the-art manufacturing economy. It's going to be a manufacturing academy in Detroit, and that's a great place to do. Well, you know, big things are happening in Michigan and Detroit. They're coming in because of what we've done with the, I call it the Great Big Beautiful Bill. I added one word, great. But we have probably the biggest, most comprehensive piece of legislation ever passed. It's going to mean unbelievable numbers of jobs, and no jobs on, think of this, whether it's tips or overtime or Social Security, no tax. So no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. And there's just a small bit of it. For Apple and others businesses, we're talking about the deductions and all of the things. And actually for people that go out and buy a car, first time it's ever been done, we talk about deductions for companies, but they're going to be able to deduct interest when they borrow money to buy a car if it's made in America. It has to be made in America. So it is amazing. And one of the reasons I think I can say that Apple's coming here is the legislation we just passed with this kind of investment. Apple will also open other facilities, rare earth magnets from Texas, and build, oh, I love that you're doing this. I love that. I love that. And build a brand new rare earth recycling line in Mountain Pass, California. I know that area. That's where they have a lot of truly rare earth. That's fantastic. I love that. And Apple will help develop and manufacture semiconductors and semiconductor equipment in Texas, Utah, Arizona, and New York. For years, Americans have watched as many of our leading tech giants built their factories overseas and exported American jobs abroad. But under the Trump administration, we're doing everything possible to make this the best place on earth to build a factory or grow businesses. I'm allowing them to build electric producing plants with their factory, because otherwise they'd have to hook into the grid. And I think it's one of the biggest things we've done, where you can build, Tim, your own electricity. You become your own electric manufacturer, and that goes along with the plant. So you become a utility. So congratulations, now you're in the utility. I hope they don't value your company based on utility, but that's okay. You're going to be making your own electricity, and as you probably know, for much of this and many of the things that we're doing, especially the AI, they would need action.
By the way, everybody, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We're going to be breaking this down in just a minute. We'll listen to this.
So it's massive electric, and they're going to be able to make their own, and they're getting very
proper nothing burger for crypto.
Lee Zeldin is doing a fantastic job, including with a 100% expensing on the one big beautiful bill. In return, we're asking our businesses to invest in America, and they're coming in at levels that we've never seen before. So I don't know when it shows up, but there are a lot of factories and a lot of plants that are either under construction or soon will be starting construction. So can't tell you exactly when, but I want to be around in about a year from now and 2 years from now, because we're going to see an explosion, I think, like this country has never seen before. Never. Today's announcement is one of the largest commitments in what has become among the greatest investment booms in our nation's history, and we've got the hottest country anywhere in the world. You know, I told you the story that, and Tim, I'll tell you, but I went to the Middle East, and I was with Qatar, I was with UAE, and the King of Saudi Arabia, all great leaders. And then I went to NATO and saw many great leaders, and we just finished that about 4 weeks ago. Everyone, virtually everyone, said, in effect, that we were a dead country 1 year ago. America, this was a dead country. We were dying, we were dead. And now you've got the hottest country anywhere in the world. This would have never happened except for
Nancy knew this whole
certain people. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. NVIDIA is investing $500 billion to go along with Apple, $600 billion. $600 billion. Micron, great company, is investing $200 billion. IBM is investing more than $150 billion. SoftBank is investing substantially more than $100 billion. TSMC is investing $200 billion. Johnson & Johnson, $55 billion. Merck, Stellantis, and General Motors are putting many, many billions in. They haven't determined the final number. And many other countries are investing tens of billions of dollars that I'm not going to give you the whole list because the list is too long to read. But it's hundreds of billions and even trillions. I mean, it's trillions of dollars is being invested right now. Last week it was announced that our economy grew at 3% in the second quarter, and consumer confidence is surging. Blue-collar wages are rising rapidly. costs
I mean, I'm
are
gonna
way
bring you
down.
up,
You know,
but
I listen to
obviously
these
this.
horrendous frauds on CNN and
I've sent
various
an invite.
other fake news networks, and they say costs are up. No, costs are down.
I'll get your response in a minute.
Gasoline is down. It's going to soon, I believe, be less than $2 a gallon. It's around $2.40 right now, many places other than in California where they tax you out of business, but and a couple of others. But gasoline is way down. The price of groceries are down. How about eggs? When I first came here, my first week, the press hit me very hard on eggs. Eggs had quadrupled or something. I said, I didn't know about it. Give me a chance. I've just been here for 4 days.
It's good, Vern.
Well, eggs are down. Everything's down. This is down. The only thing that's up is stock prices. That's really up, and that's through the roof. The stock market has been hitting all-time records, all-time highs. Last week it was announced that our economy grew at levels that we haven't seen in a long time, but the real levels of growth are going to be judged in a year from now when you start seeing some of these incredible plants, because we have car plants opening. They're coming in from Canada, from Mexico, and from all over the world. And they're coming in because they like the way the election worked out, but they also like the fact that they don't want to pay tariffs. And the tariffs, I think, we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. I won't be so specific other than to say, because we don't even know what the final number is. We just made a deal, as you know, with the EU where they're paying hundreds of billions of dollars. Japan paying hundreds of billions of dollars, and numerous other countries paying hundreds of billions of dollars. And we're not even completed there. And as you know, they found $25 billion 3 weeks ago. They said, we have a surplus of $25 billion. And they said, where did this come from? I said, check the tariffs. And they checked. They said, you're right. That's where it came from. And we've really just started. This is just in its infancy.
Oh, that's it.
So we have a great country. We have a country that is going to be very rich. It's a country that we're very proud of, but it's going to be very rich. And it's companies like Apple. They're coming home. They're all coming home. And we want them to come home. They have to come home. We're going to treat them really well. We're going to be putting a very large tariff on chips and semiconductors. But the good news for companies like Apple is if you're building in the United States or have committed to build, without question committed to build in the United States, there will be no charge. In other words, we're not going to be charging. So a lot of countries, a lot of companies are leaving various other places and they're coming to the United States. So in other words, we'll be putting a tariff on of approximately 100% on chips and semiconductors. But if you're building in the United States of America, there's no charge, even though you're building and you're not producing yet in terms of the big numbers of jobs and all of the things that you're building. If you're building, there will be no charge. So I just want everyone to know that. And I didn't even tell you that inside. We discussed the concept, but I didn't. So it's a big factor. So 100% tariff on all chips and semiconductors coming into the United States. But if you've made a commitment to build, or if you're in the process of building, as many are, there is no tariff. Okay? If for some reason you say you're building and you don't build, then we go back and we add it up, it accumulates, and we charge you
ridiculous.
At a later date. You have to pay, and that's a guarantee. So
he's doing everything he can to tank the market. It's like, oh, the market's not going down. Okay, let's just ridiculous. Let's talk ridiculousness on tariffs.
We started with Intel, and gradually Intel was just taken over the coals. They were taken to the cleaners, frankly, and moved to other places, in particular Taiwan. But I think a lot of those companies are coming back, and they're coming back very rapidly. So that's a big statement. 100% tariff. I want to thank you very much. Tim, would you like to say a few words about your company, please?
This is a super nothing burger for crypto, isn't it? Super nothing burger.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. President, thank you very much for having me here today. You've been a great advocate for American innovation and manufacturing, and I'm grateful for your leadership and your commitment. That's a commitment we share at Apple because American innovation is central to everything we do. Our products are designed here, we're hiring and growing here, and we support 450,000 jobs with thousands of suppliers and partners in all 50 states. Earlier this year, we made our largest ever spending commitment, $500 billion to the U.S. over the next 4 years. That's already yielding results. Earlier this year, we broke ground on a new factory in Houston to make advanced AI servers. And just last month, the very first test unit rolled off that factory's line, proudly made in America. President Trump shared some kind words about that work, but he also asked us to think about what more we could commit to doing. And Mr. President, we took that challenge very seriously. I'm glad to be here with you today, and I'm very proud to say that today we're committing an additional $100 billion to the United States, bringing our total U.S. investment to $600 billion over the next 4 years. As a part of this, we're launching Apple's American Manufacturing Program. It will spur even more production right here in America for critical components used in Apple products all around the world. And we're thrilled to announce that we've already signed new agreements with 10 companies across America to do just that. First, with today's announcements, I'm proud to say that Apple is leading the creation of an end-to-end silicon supply chain right here in America, from design to equipment to wafer production to fabrication to packaging. In Texas, we're working with manufacturers like Texas Instruments, Global Wafers America, and Applied Materials. We're working with Amcor in Arizona and Broad.
Someone just posted, this is why Nancy Pelosi bought Apple
Thanks to
stocks
President Trump's vision, and with his help in his first term, we also led the way to bring TSMC to Arizona by committing to be their first and largest customer. Today, they're producing tens of millions of chips for Apple using one of the most advanced process technologies in America today. We're going to keep working with our suppliers to move even more of this incredibly advanced work to America. And this year alone, American manufacturers are on track to make 19 billion chips for Apple in 24 factories across 12 different states. Second, we're committed to buying American-made advanced rare earth magnets developed by MP Materials, which will become part of Apple's devices shipped around the world. MP is the only fully integrated rare earth producer in the United States, and with this partnership, they'll be significantly expanding their flagship facility in Fort Worth, Texas. We're also thrilled to work together on a cutting-edge rare earth recycling line in Mountain Pass, California. And third, in Kentucky, we've worked with our partners at Corning to build the world's largest and most advanced smartphone glass production line. And I'm pleased to announce that very soon, this is for the first time ever, every single new iPhone and every single new Apple Watch sold anywhere in the world will contain cover glass made in Kentucky. In addition to the American Manufacturing Program, we're also significantly growing our investments in AI, including expanding data center capacity in North Carolina, in Nevada, in Iowa, in Arizona, and Oregon. So we're going to keep making investments right here in America. We're going to keep hiring in America. And we're going to keep building technologies at the heart of our products right here in America. Because we're a proud American company, and we believe deeply in the promise of this great nation. Thank you all, and thank you, President Trump, for putting American innovation and American jobs front and center. Thank you, sir.
Great honor.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Fair play to Tim Cook. That was a pretty good speech, actually. Fair play,
incredible.
Tim. Right, get off the podium, Tim.
I want to thank you very much. And, thank you, JD, for helping along. Good job. Really good job. Any questions, please?
Yeah, we're not listening. I'm not doing the questions. I can't be bothered to do the questions. We don't need to do the questions, everybody. We don't need to do the questions. Right, anyway, pretty interesting. Markets don't like it at the minute. I mean, it's not the craziest of dumps. 115, 105, down a little bit. But just for everybody that's tuning in, look who I've got on the screen. Hey, look, it's Vern. Say hello to YouTube, Vern. There we go, look. There we go. This is, we're We are literally in the Matrix now. So I'm live streaming on YouTube and streaming to you on TikTok. We're out there, Vern. We're everywhere. Go on then. What's your reaction to that? Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. The problem is it's all speculative, isn't it? It's all like in a year's time, it's going to be crazy. In 4 years' time, it's going to be wild. Like, markets want reactions now. I mean, Bitcoin's down, what, $250 since he started speaking? We'll see. You definitely can't hear Vern. Oh, man, I don't know how I'm going to I don't know how I'm going to get you... I don't know how I can get you live on here unless I put you, like, super loud. Hold on a minute. Try that. Yeah, no, you are not coming through my microphone. Right. It's gonna get super weird. It's gonna get super weird. Hold on a minute, Vern. Hold on a minute, everybody. We are trying to innovate here. Like, oh shit. I mean, oops. Right. There you go. I mean, I'm very close to the camera now, but try that. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We need to just do this, and we need to do this. Try again. Look, there we are. If I'm going to put you really close. There we go. That might work. That might work. Tim, can Vern explain the macroeconomics of it all? I don't think anyone can. I don't know what the macroeconomics were. Well, of whatever that was, really. The whole Trump thing. All a bit weird. All a bit weird, if you ask me. Yeah, that is literally about it, yeah. That is literally about it. That's about as good as it gets, I reckon. They're just going to do some more jobs, invest a bit of cash, and yeah, good news. Good news. Right, I think most people are jumping on TikTok, so I might cut the YouTube stream and go into... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right. Let me move you. Oh, hold on a minute, Vern. Let me move you to there. 1 sec. 1 sec. Right. YouTube, I'm out of here. We'll be back tomorrow, as always, 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, set your alarm clock. It's going to be epic. And we'll be breaking down this market. We'll keep a close eye on what's going on. But until then, the nothing burger coming out of the President's office. But still, good news, I guess, on the macroeconomic factor. But until tomorrow, enjoy the jazzy music. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. If you want to jump over to TikTok, we're live over there right now with the one and only Vern, who has literally run away. I just see his chair now, which is a bit of a disaster. But anyway, catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much. See you in a bit.